So what do you see happening in this industry, both short-term and long-term?
That's a challenging question to answer. So, in the short term, I mean, if you look at certain areas like CAR T cell therapy, right? That is an area that's valued at about six billion, a little over $6 billion annually right now. That's targeted to go over $20 billion by 2030. That is being driven by the structure of healthcare and looking for better outcomes, and certainly the incidence of cancer. The pandemic, obviously, very disruptive, and a lot of health challenges there. At the same time, I mean, I was in London at the LSI, and there's a lot of new opportunities for technology, whether it's Parkinson's or Alzheimer's or diagnostics of cancers, to get ahead of it and get treatments going more proactively. So regardless of the pandemic and that situation, cancer continues to be an area that drives the worst outcomes and morbidity. So certainly reason for a lot of attention there. So that area is going to continue to grow. I think strategic partnerships, I think we're going to see more and more companies that are open to that. And you look at a couple of recent ones. So Rooster Bio and AGC Biologics announced collaboration to accelerate manufacturing of cell and exosome therapies, as an example. Also, Genti Bio and Bristol Myers recently did a collaboration for immune disease scenarios. So I think there's going to be more collaboration. It's almost hard to think about the short term versus the long term, because as we talked about earlier, the first FDA approved product was in 2017. Things are accelerating so quickly, okay? And when you think about biologics and cell and gene therapy's placement within biologics, of the 340 approved therapies on the marketplace, less than 7% of them are in cell and gene therapy.
Yeah.
So how we're going to accelerate the value to patients, private equity has grown traditionally at about 18 to 20% annually in terms of investment. And we're looking at right now about a third of that investment going into cell and gene therapy. So I think in terms of continual annual growth rate, pharma's maybe 5.5%, biologics minus cell and gene therapy is around 6, a little over 6%. But within cell and gene therapy, between now and 2030, we're looking at potentially projections of 50% plus continual annual growth rate in cell, and probably over 60% in gene. So
Wow.
the future is kind of coming quickly.